Every kingdom that wants to be the best has to prove themselves. They have to go through rigorous tests, hard-fought KvKs, many hours to prove that they are who they say they are. Every kingdom needs to go through these tests to test themselves and to go on top of the board as the best kingdom in Rock. This testing all starts with the first migration into the kingdom. You see, no top kingdom was able to stay on top naturally. Every kingdom had to recruit players into the kingdom to bring them to the next level. One kingdom that did exactly this was 1846. A kingdom already powerful and organized looked to become better, and they did exactly that. Within one migration, they brought in more than 200 players, over 900 million deads, and billions of power. This was something extraordinary. This was the start of one of the most anticipated, newest Imperium kingdoms in Rock. 1846 will pave their way into becoming one of the best kingdoms in Rise of Kingdoms today. This is the rise of 1846. It all starts with one of the most known Rock YouTubers, Laguna. Laguna is a very experienced leader in Rock. He was most known for his kingdoms he made before 1846 and the content he produced for the game. There wasn't really a spark in all that. It seemed like the kingdoms he led and built up never really met his personal goals. He strove for something better, and that is when he got the ambition to start and build up a future legendary kingdom. One of the most admiring and best leadership qualities about Laguna is arguably his ability to recruit members all over Rock. This was something he used to recruit a mega power and fighting migration group. Laguna was able to bring in dozens of like-minded players into his group to set for an ambition they wanted to look for, and that was to fight and become a feared fighting kingdom. Eventually, they would meet with 1846, who at the time was a strong but average kingdom. But what made them stand out was their ambition also. Both groups wanted more and wanted a kingdom that would be able to be legendary and be one of the best kingdoms in Rock. 1846 went on to lose their Season 2. This was because they wanted to do the hardest KvK possible. They wanted to drop power and recruit more players after this KvK. They also wanted a way to test everyone in their kingdom. In short, they just allied with their lowest power kingdoms in the group. In Season 3, they went on to win, and was most famously known for their latest free-for-all KvK against 1415 and 1916 in their KvK 4 Heroic Anthem. 846 really showed their strength, with the help from their camp to push off 916 and 415 at the same time. The fighters and leadership really showed their strength at really not having a downtime and being able to push kingdoms back while getting pressured from multiple fronts at the same time. 1846 really has something similar to all the best kingdoms in the game right now. The mentality to kill everything they have in KvK. They only want fighters, and they will zero and get rid of all the farmers. 1846 is built up on a fighting tradition, and the kingdom is serious about it. They want to always show that they are willing to fight and to show up to any KvK and be able to give it all they got. This was the process of building 1846. The interviews, the recruitment, all came down to really if the migrants really fit in and what they want. If they really will put the kingdom first and themselves second. The build up from Season 2 to now was dramatic. The recognition and the ability to take the kingdom to the next level really separated them from other kingdoms like themselves. 1846 really started with the strive to become better. They built from Season 1 to bring in arguably one of the biggest groups of migrants in the game so far, and some of the biggest fighters the game has seen. The kingdom really pushed away beyond the expectations many had on them, and showed up in force to prove they deserved to fight the best. The dedication from many of the kingdom's best fighters was unreal, taking personal time out of their daily lives to be online and contribute as much as possible, and the kingdom really makes this kingdom different. A culture of fully fighting and activity really makes this kingdom unreal. 1846 still has a long way to go, and many more battles to fight to cement themselves as one of the best fighting kingdoms in the game. But this kingdom really has something special. This kingdom will take on anyone to prove their goal as becoming one of the best kingdoms in Rise of Kingdoms history. The rise of 1846 is still continuing. With the new migrants into their kingdom, they really did power up and brought more ambition to their fights in the upcoming KvK. They really show that newer kingdoms have a chance to go against arguably the best kingdoms and become one of the best kingdoms in the game. But as always, these will be the final words from the king of 1846, Laguna.
And to everyone that is watching this video, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. And if you feel like what I said and the spirit of this kingdom matches you, just reach me out on Discord and we might start to talk, and maybe in the future after the next KvK you're gonna be able to join us in this kingdom. A kingdom of 100% fighters. 100%. 1,000 players ready to lose all their troops if it's needed for victory and for fun.
This was the story of 1846.